I see you there, Yummy Donut, and I salute you. There is a famous stock market saying. They say, don't confuse brains for a bull market. If we are wise, we will apply this to crypto. If you are going to end up wrecked, you'll ignore it. You like, subscribe, bell button, all, because you know exactly what we're going to do here today, friends. We're going to go through the past cycle. I have a nice track record. I'm very proud of it. It took a lot of balls to hold this. For example, I held Solana like 100x, 108x. It took a lot of balls, friends. Big, fat, juicy balls to do all these returns. But there is more to it. You see, in the past cycle, most people were just riding the coattails of Ethereum, the blue chip bird. You see, friends, in this next cycle coming before us, see, I've got the market wisdom now. I've been in the game. I've taken a few hits. I've stepped on a few throats. My fluffy slippers have been trampled on, and then we clean them again. And they got trampled on again. I'm here to tell you, most people think they're smart, but they're not. To make it in this game, you have to be humble. You have to remember why you actually win, how you win. When people conclude that they are geniuses, they're finished. You got to remember how you're actually making money. Do you see this chart here? Maybe you've heard of this coin called Ethereum. And we're going to put the nice little logo of Ethereum up just to show you right now. So Ethereum did wonders for the crypto community and the whole industry. It really did, right? Bitcoin carried the torch in the previous cycles. In 2020 to 2021, Ethereum carried the cycle. It carried everybody. Ethereum did enormous. If you go to the bottom of the zombie virus, to the very top, Ethereum did a 50x. A 50x, a 50 banger. And what you'll find is a lot of people, friends, a lot of people who made good returns off random coins, you'll think they're geniuses. And don't get me wrong, man, I just showed you my record. You can go confirm them, prophecy achieved, everything. But let me tell you right now, we ain't geniuses. We got lucky. We got lucky that Ethereum did a 50x. Do you see? It was all Ethereum. All of it. Most people don't know this. They think they're geniuses. They think, well, I got into this coin. No, you don't. You fluked it. You did not know whether it was going to be privacy coins, payment coins, 2017 narratives, ICOs, layer 1 gaming, NFT, metaverse, dog coins. You had no idea which narrative. It just so happens a few of them did 100x. The average one only did 10 to 14x. Ethereum did 50x. Ethereum carried everybody because all of the liquidity was linked. Ethereum is a blue chip. Ethereum going up 50x meant many coins were able to go 50 to 100x. It's true. A lot of people don't want to admit it. I'm here to tell you the truth. So what can we actually gather from this? Well, I'll tell you right now. Harsh truth, friends. Ethereum is not doing 50x in the next cycle from its low. Good luck to that dream. If we go, we can actually see Ethereum in this cycle only went down to $880. Okay. Where do I think it's going to land? Just as I have a guess, okay? If we go to the bottom, I feel like, just my guess, I feel like you can do a 10x. 8,800, there you go. From 880 to 8,800. So we still have an opportunity to win. Because if Ethereum can do a 10x in the next cycle, I hope it gets around there, right? I hope we can get there. If Ethereum can do a 10x, I think the average good community altcoin, you'll be able to do a multiplier of between 2, which is actually garbage, up to 5. 2 to 5. So that means 2 times 10x is a 20. A 5 times 10x is a 50. We hope we are in the juicy, amazing community coins that get this multiplier. But, 50x, you say, 50, where do I get it from? The problem is you got to pick the exact low of the coin. It's not so easy. Like, did you buy the very exact low of the coin you're in with all your size? No, you didn't. So it's not so simple. It just so happened we were gifted with the zombie virus dump where everyone was like, oh, zombie virus, let me go buy something. You had this like final cathartic, just like the patient, which is literally on the deathbed. They needed an adrenaline shot. So we might not get that again. It might be some sort of different mechanism this time, just because people know the 4-year cycle, the BlackRock ETF, this BlackBerry ETF, friends, this has really thrown stuff out of the water, because now even the bear market's pretty much the worst of the bear market's done. But now the dumb money's starting to come in. People know, oh, well, the BlackBerry ETF's around the corner. It's eventually going to come. It changes the vibe, you see? And here I have the total 3. This is the total altcoin index, removing stablecoins. If you go to the very bottom, friends, the very bottom, you know what's crazy, friends? If you just go down here, you know, during the zombie virus, all the altcoins were worth $25 billion. $25 billion for our poop coins. I mean, it's even a miracle that they're above $1,000 when you think about it, but that's how low they got. But if you do the very bottom to the very top, it's about a 42, 43x. So you might look at this and go, wow, altcoins are killing it. No, we've got to be truthful with ourselves. It was Ethereum. Ethereum rallied 50x from the bottom of the zombie virus to the top. It carried the whole industry. Now you got to ask yourself, what happens if we don't get a 50x from the blue chip in the next cycle? Well, you know, you tell me what happens. I'm just going to guess. This is just me. I'm hoping, praying, friends. I really am praying that the total altcoin index, that we can get like a 10x up to $1 or $2 trillion. That would be phenomenal, because a lot of the altcoins, the narratives, real world assets, we got Pulse Chain growing, other alternative layer 1s, layer 2s, all pushing forward, bringing all this mid-curve DeFi. As long as DeFi keeps growing, all the oracles get needed to be pumped through Chainlink, all of this stuff, all of it keeps as long as it keeps happening and Bitcoin and Ethereum are cheering on, we will have great returns. Even if Bitcoin stops early, even if they're going to scam us eventually, we'll still do very good. But at the end of the day, it's not what it used to be. The gains are diminishing, and we know it. And here I have, friends, the chart of Terra Luna. Yes, the coin that went zero. Will you be amazed at this? This giant swoopy McSwoop down. I mean, absolutely crazy. I mean, this is on a weekly chart, okay? So Terra Luna goes down, puts everyone offside. You don't know what's going on. You're like, oh, what's going to happen? And look what it just did. This absolutely magical rally of the heavens. Bang, bang, bang. Remember, I mean, down here, it's like 40 cents. Maybe there were some people maybe buying at 20 cents. Like you're buying at 20 cents to $1. Maybe it's up here 30 cents, and you just see it bang, bang, bang. Look at this, up and down. I remember this is when China scammed everyone with the insider trading, insider banning, and then bang, bang. Just, wow, phenomenal. But you got to look at this, friends. I mean, this is a huge, huge return. It's phenomenal. And forget the going to zero part. Like, you know, forget the going to zero part. But this is just an example of what is possible. I mean, the very, very, very bottom to the very top, which no one's ever going to pick, it's huge. I mean, you have it's basically 1,000x. It's 948x. But even if you get somewhere in the middle of the range here, up to the very top, that's enormous, man. That is freaking, that's 430x. So remember, Ethereum did a 50x. So yeah, there are special cases out there. Of course, we want to know, what's the next one? We don't know. Okay, no one knows. Terra Luna had heard of it. No YouTuber was talking about it. Ain't a single person had any idea what it was going to do. No one knew it was going to grow this big and then grift everybody. Like, but think about this, man. The same coin that gave 1,000x from the low, unfortunately, God rest their souls, there are people who jumped off a building because it ended up being the Ponzi scam going to zero. Literally, people jumping off a building, ending their lives, okay? So please, friends, if you ever lose money, don't end your life, okay? It's not worth it. There is always a brighter day tomorrow. This industry keeps pushing forward, okay? Yes, stock market Ponzi world, it's pretty crap. This one, it can take life, but it will also give. We just have to give it some time. So when it comes to this, there's also a lot more examples I can show you of multipliers on top of Ethereum. Like, for example, here, this is Decentraland, Mana, right? Like, look at this, just going around. Are you ever going to move? And then just look what happens is once the bull market starts. So if you want to know what's the trigger, it's Bitcoin breaking the all-time high. That's what it is. It's, see, January 2021 here, it starts. Bitcoin breaks the all-time high. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. And look at this. This is why the game is really hard, friends. I'm telling you right now. The game is hard because at the surface, if you were just long from somewhere here, you're long from 5 cents, and then you see this thing pop up 25x. I mean, you got to be honest with yourself. You're a gambler if you don't get out here. You're a gambler. Like, you just got 25x in a few months. What are you doing? But look, the right thing to do, technically, was to just hold it because of some Decentraland metaverse narrative that was going to come later. So you might get out. Let's say someone was fortunate to get 100 grand out. You know what they're going to be thinking about? They're going to look at this top tick and go, man, I'd have 400 grand if I held. But you can't play that game with yourself because you just saw, like Terra Luna, right? It gives life and then it takes life as well. So these are the types of opportunities that come when you're dealing with Ethereum or the blue chip taking the whole industry much higher. So this is an enormous return, 228x. From the bottom here, remember, Ethereum did like a 50x. This is huge. This did a 400x. So remember, when it comes to beating Ethereum, some chosen coins, which you don't know what they are now, we're hoping they can get, like up to a 5x multiplier on Ethereum. I'm hoping it's higher, but that would be phenomenal. But like, we're dealing with a diminished gains return world now. Like, we already know this. So if Ethereum is going to go a 10x from $880 to 8,800, and don't forget, everyone's going to be saying up here. Everyone's saying $10,000 next, 12,000 next, 15,000 next. That's what everybody's going to be saying. So we just got to be careful. We have to be ready. If Ethereum's only 8,000, 9,000 there, we got to look at our other coins. Have we outperformed Ethereum? Well, we're hoping we have. That's why, when I bring opportunities out there and I say, well, Pulse Chain, based on its 24-hour daily volume, based on the transactions, based on how the market prices in Cardano, XRP, and everything else, Pulse Chain is cheap as chips. So, I'm hoping we get a multiplier on Ethereum, but it's all dependent on Ethereum. We're not geniuses. It all depends on Ethereum. If Ethereum's only going to give a 10x, then yeah, think about this. Ethereum did a 50x in 2020 to 2021. So if anybody had their whole portfolio, if anyone, look, you know how many people are wrecked on Twitter right now. So when you hear of somebody, if someone just told you, right, if someone said to you, I managed to 10x my whole portfolio, okay? If someone says that to you right now, you think they're a god. You think, wow, this guy killed it, or this girl killed it, or this like little bird or little pet duck, they killed it because everybody's wrecked. But look about this. I just told you the blue chip did a freaking 50x. Okay, the blue chip did a 50x. Other coins did a multiplier on that 50. Some did 100, 200, 300, 400. But even looking today, if someone just says, I 10x'd my portfolio, I'm happy, they look like a king or queen. They're smiling ear to ear. So that's why liquidity is very thin. It really is about, do you get out of euphoria, friends? Because when everybody's partying, no one wants to get out. The hardest thing to do is to go to the party, see everyone taking their pants off and go like, you know what? I forgot, actually, I left the microwave on. I've got to get home, even though it's just 11:30 on a Saturday night. And it's my birthday. Like, who's going to go there? They're holding a surprise birthday for you. Everyone's got their pants off. There's so much partying going on. And you say, wow, I've actually got to go home, have a cup of noodles. No one does this. But the person who actually does manage to do this, they win. So when I look at this total altcoin index, and this is where the real wealth is being made, you got to think about, if Bitcoin is diminishing so hard, and now Ethereum is in its third cycle curse, there's only one place left, and it's the altcoins, friends. And don't forget, man, we're eventually gonna be diminished in altcoins too, so hard. In fact, we're already diminished so hard as well. But like, at least if Ethereum is gonna do a 10x, hopefully it does. If Ethereum can do the 10x, and altcoins can do anywhere from a 10 to a 100x, 10x will be a failure because you just matched Ethereum. That's absolutely garbage. So if you're able to do anywhere from 20 to 100x, you can still change your life. Because if you're new here, welcome, friends. Like, subscribe, press the bell button. Or remember, I'm here to tell you that you got to invest based off time. So yeah, some people say to me, 20x is nothing. Let me tell you something, man. Don't forget this, man. If you are 0.5 years invested, so 6 months. Remember, I don't deal in dollars. I deal in units of time. Some people out there, maybe you clean toilets for a living. Maybe you work McDonald's drive-through. Maybe you're a car salesman. Maybe you sell vacuums. I don't care what your job is. I'm just telling you, whatever it is that you do to put the food on the table and pay yourself and live, you calculate that based off time. So if you earn $50,000 a year and you are $25,000 invested, you have 6 months of the year invested. So you have 6 months salary invested. So that's super aggressive, of course. But if you can get a 20x, right? 20x on 0.5 years equals 10 years. You earn 10 years of income for yourself. You know, what's everybody thinking about? Everybody's thinking about, I want the big mansion. I want 4 airplanes. I want all these babes. I want to be the next Dan Bilzerian. Let me tell you, that's just the cuck life, okay? You're a slave to all these emotions and all this stuff, all right? You're eventually going to find out the hard way that the more stuff you have, it actually makes you more depressed, all right? So at the end of the day, you just got to deal with units of time, friends. You can't get back time. If we can use this casino, this Ponzi casino piece of trash that goes down minus 99% every once in a while, if we can play it right and win, which I've been doing, I'll tell you right now, you will actually gain time. You will gain years. Yes. You know, some people, maybe they earn 50K a year, you know, 50K, maybe they invested 25K and they'll earn a 20X on that. Okay. So they'll have what? 500K. Okay. Wow. Congratulations. A lot of people will say, well, that's not that much. It's not $1 million. It's not the 10 million. I know a lot of people that do the surveys. They're like, well, I need like, you know, $14,000 an hour to fund like my weird fetishes. You know, I want to pay people to feed me olives all day. You are going to lose the game because the numbers on the screen can't go high enough to satisfy all your needs because you're going to get trapped at the top. Okay. Don't think these people at the top here were stupid. They were smart. We had infinite QE. We had 0% interest rates. We had negative $16 trillion of negative yielding bonds. I say this all the time. Then why the hell did everybody keep holding? It's because nothing was high enough on the portfolio number. That's why you got to deal with time. If you can buy yourself 10 years where you don't have to work, well, guess what? That's 10 years that at least, you know, you got to pay taxes. There's slippage here and there, of course, but that's at least you bought yourself time, man. You can now think about the next cycle. A lot of people can't even think about the next like year. They're like, well, I've got to work. I've got all these bills and stuff. Okay, so you put yourself ahead of the game. You just got to be in the game long enough to survive. Because I'm telling you right now, the market's difficult. But every once in a while, we get thrown the easiest underarm ball and you can just hit it out of the park, okay? There will be this 50x, 100x opportunity. And, you know, I get asked this like, hey, man, when's it going to get easy? When's it going to get easy? Look, there will be a period of time where we have a flush up and we come down, but we can just see people buying these dip. And we can see people in the media and BlackRock's talking more about it. And they're like, yeah, we're going to scam you. Just keep buying. They're going to start saying this stuff. And yes, it's going to be this little window opportunity of time. It might be 1, 2, 3, 6 months. But during this time, I'm telling you right now, you're just going to feel it. I'm going to feel it in my bones. I'm like, oh, man, this is it. We're literally going to freaking rock it. So that time's going to come. It's not here yet. Right now, we're in the Ponzi scam zone. But this Ponzi scam zone, this is the highest return. It's just, there's uncertainty. Like, oh, are we going to start to move in 3 months or 9 or 2 years or 3 years? We don't know. And that's what makes everybody uncomfortable. But it doesn't make me uncomfortable. You know why? Because for most of your altcoins, no matter where you are, you know, Chainlink, Hex, Pulse Chain, no matter where it is, or any altcoin you have, right? I just love doing, you grab the ruler and you go up, you go, oh, wow, I'm 30x away from the target. That's beautiful. That's the price where it is now. Other people, they don't like the idea of doing that. They want to wait for this white wave go up, wave come down, and they just want to go in here because other people, they want that green candle, man. They're like, oh, there's going to be green candles soon. Like, and I'm like, well, dude, I didn't care about the green candles because I'm making a 30x. You're going to make a 3, you know, but people would rather do that. That's the sad part. So I love the fact that my 30x is 3,000%. I love that idea, okay? I love the fact that if you had something, let's say you had 100K in something, right? I love this fact. I'm like, you know what? I'm dealing with this pain. If I had 100K in something and I'm making a 30 banger, there's 3 million coming in, man. But all these other people, they don't care about that. Okay, they don't care about this. What they want is they would rather it go 10x, come back down on the dip, and they're like, oh yes, now I can put my $12,000 in, and you're gonna make a 3x, man. Who cares, right? But you know how the story goes, friends. When 3x is here and you will tell them, go, you know what? You're up a 3x, but we're up 30x or 50x or 70x. You're actually not early anymore, okay? They're not going to want to hear it. But this is getting ahead of the game. This is dealing with speculation, the crowds and markets and how they work. And you've done the hard work and we deserve all the rewards, just like how we deserve our friendship. Tell mum and dad we're still going to make it. This red arrow of friendship is coming and it's going to start soon. Like, subscribe, bell button, and catch you in the next one.